And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Professor Slugger.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Puig is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 1 run on 2 hits, including the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 9th inning coming up. The Dodgers lead it 10-6. Fernando Abad enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
11-6 the final score in this ball game. The Los Angeles Dodgers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Dinelson Lamet gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Chad Kuhl worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. Jeremy Hellickson takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody. Petco Park here on a Tuesday night. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the LA Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Vince Velasquez, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Professor Slugger. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Manuel Margot is on deck. Here it is, the 3-0. Pitch popped up. And this is taken in for out number 1. Time now to check the hometown Padres. Now in the box, Jock Peterson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Jock Peterson.
The 0-2 home. A bouncer to the left side. The second for... On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on no hits. 1 error in the inning, but a man left stranded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Padres on top, 2-0. Striding in once again, Professor Slugger.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now the pitch. Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Hard hit ball to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So with one away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Digging in to try it again, Justin Turner. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it in time to first, and there are two away. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go. Professor Slugger. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Slapped hard the opposite way. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Professor Slugger.
Professor Slugger.
Here comes the first pitch. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Waiting on it is Tolles, and that retires the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Padres 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Digging in and looking for more, Corey Seager. He singled his last time up. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Down the third baseline. Reined in. On there. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Digging in once again, Justin Turner. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. The 1-2. Ground is short. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
7-1, the final score in tonight's. San Diego jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Vince Velasquez wins his 3rd of the season. Brad Hand hammers down the 5-out save, his 5th of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. And as we jump into action here, we've currently got a runner at first with 2 down in the inning. Digging in now for San Diego, Professor Slugger. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. He's set. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
Oh boy, this is some serious bragging rights for the next couple weeks in the clubhouse. When a relief pitcher gets an AB and is able to capitalize with a big base hit, he's not going to let the boys hear the end of this one.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Corey Spangenberg. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. The 1-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Fielded cleanly. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Padres leave a pair. Still tied 3-3. Fernando Abad will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
6-3 the final score today. Kenley Jansen claims the win out of the pen, his first. Number 46 earns the save out of the bullpen, his second. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com. So we'll have a pinch hitter coming up here with a runner at first and nobody out.
Now batting, second baseman, Professor Slugger.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Here comes the 0-1. Soft liner to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
For the right side and through, a base hit. Galvis rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate as they now trail by only 2.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. I mean, that pitch was executed perfectly. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right there.
Center fielder number 7, Manuel Martin.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Now a swing and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
The left fielder number 32, Michael Conforto.
San Diego down to their final strike. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win, and he was.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Philadelphia jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Adam Morgan gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Ravenscroft Ramos wraps it up for the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base.
And we'll welcome you into our ball game as we find ourselves with the bases empty and nobody out in the inning. Striding in to start the 9th, Professor Slugger, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Ready for another chance? Corey Spangenberg. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down. Next to the plate for the Padres, Manuel Margot. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Slugger stands at first with 1 out. He's running in there. Now the throw. Tag from Walker's there, and he's out at second base.
Man, that just seemed like an unnecessary steal attempt there. Down by 2, that run doesn't mean much at all. The tying run is at the plate. At least he was. Let him try to make something happen, or at least keep the line moving. Wow, you don't see a closer finish better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to slam the door in their face and salt this game away for his guys.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Phillies used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Ben Lively earns win number 4 on the season. Ravenscroft Ramos hammers down the save, his 8th of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. So we'll have a pinch hitter coming up here with a runner at first and nobody out.
Up next for the Padres, second baseman.
Sliced hard on the ground. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Now batting, second baseman,
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number one is stranding him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Center fielder number 7.
Hit on the ground toward the left. To second for one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Metropolitans jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jacob deGrom with his 4th win this season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Paul Sewald closes the door for the save, his 6th. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com. From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the San Diego Padres and the New York Mets. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. 2 of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Noah Syndergaard, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Professor Slugger. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First offering on its way. And we are underway now in New York as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Davies ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers. He had a 4-hit game his last game, and I love the fact that he's covering everything. Anything you throw up there, he's right on it.
Digging in, Alberto Montes, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Working for the punch out and the offer. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And an unproductive at-bat that time as the runner holds at second with 1 away now. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matty, I've been very impressed with Asdrubal Cabrera. You can see right there, he's hitting over 350 on the season. He's one of the great hitters in the game today. I just love watching him hit because there aren't many holes in his swing. Not many pitchers have figured out how to get.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Professor Slugger. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
The 3-1 pitch. Fouled away. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Ready once again, Professor Slugger. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Professor Slugger.
First pitch coming, here it is. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
You know, Matt, sometimes it's really hard to put a finger on why a guy pitches well and why a guy is having a very difficult time. So far, he hasn't had a very good season, but you know this, when you have the stuff that this guy has, he's 1 out, 1 inning, 1 pitch away from turning things back around, and he's pitching more now like the guy we thought he was going to be.
Davies is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Professor Slugger. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
The 1-1. Hit out towards second. Slugger ranges. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We've played 8 full. The Padres lead it 4-1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Professor Slugger, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he'll get back in standing. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 0-1 pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever. Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. San Diego jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Luis Perdomo claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
A newcomer to the big leagues is interviewed about a milestone moment in his young career.
So it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now with a runner at first and one gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Professor Slugger.
A swing and a ground ball to third. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Center fielder number 7, Manuel Margot.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now batting, left fielder, Ben Gamble.
Line drive to center field. Dorta is on his way home. And a relay home, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. The Padres lead it 12-4.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Padres, number 58, Fernando Abad.
If you want to know what this game was decided, that's easy. Look no further than the 7th inning. That big rally and the crooked number on the scoreboard proved to be all the difference.
12-4 is the final in this game. The San Diego Padres rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Vince Velasquez earned his 5th win of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com. And as we set the situation for you here, there's a runner at first with nobody out. Now to the plate, Professor Slugger. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Oh, and 2, here it is. Towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Yelich is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Padres leave a pair. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Shea Simmons enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Milwaukee Brewers hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Geronimo Mortero wins his 3rd of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Tyson Ross permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.